everybody, and welcome back to First and Last. We are headed into Season 3. This is Episode 1. And guess what? I am Josh, and I'm with Joe.
Hey, man.
And Claire.
Hey.
And question, are you guys still together?
We are.
So we're gonna do wings today.
Woo.
You did it.
I wish... Actually, I don't care. Well, wings is fine, but I was going to say I wish I knew why we were doing this, but like...
I can't remember.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I remember.
Tell us.
This is a Frasier spinoff. So you were starting every season with a different Frasier spinoff. So you had Frasier, then Cheers, and then Wings.
But why
Cheers
was it...
Cheers, Frasier was a Cheers spinoff.
Yeah.
Same difference, but you're doing the Frasier land.
We're doing Frasierverse.
Frasierverse this first season. Now, I don't
Do you
know.
know how this
might
is
be
related?
Yes. Well, no. No. I know weird facts about it, like Jimmy level.
Okay.
But I don't really know how the show interacts in the Frasier land.
I read a little bit, and it's not... They're in the same universe. There's not a direct tie. Like, characters from Cheers or Frasier will pop in, but there's not like... It's not like Phil from the bar started an airport or something. There's not a Phil in
That'd be...
Cheers, is there?
Was it the same like writers and producers?
Yeah.
Because it's Norm.
Okay.
Norm started an
Norm
airport.
started an airport.
Interesting. Well, I hope
it's
it.
airport.
I hope at some point that means that we just hear Frasier on the radio.
Oh.
That's
well, Frasier's in Seattle.
that's why we hear him
And
on the
then
radio.
I think that this is going to be an East Coast show.
Sirius FM Frasier radio. He's the Howard Stern of this universe, so that
He is listening, so I don't know.
he hears me now. You hear me, Kelsey? Kelsey Grammer, do you hear me?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. All right, fine. But what do we know about this show? Claire, I mean, how much of whatever your special Jimmy facts are you going to divulge to us?
I think that they would be
Pre-first
better like after we meet the characters, the ones that I've read.
Okay.
There's not that many. Like, I don't want to hype people up here. Like, it's probably going to be a lame fact, but I think that you guys will find it particularly interesting. Hopefully Joe hasn't already read it.
I haven't, and I remember vaguely seeing the show as a kid, but I don't really remember anything about the premise other than it's at an airport mostly.
I have no necessarily thoughts, but I don't remember if I've ever seen this show.
They work at a wing shop in an airport.
I mean,
there is like a cafe.
It's a Buffalo Wild
See,
Wings.
I think I remember like
it's a beat-up
bits and pieces, like especially after I was reading a little bit about the show, like fun facts about it. It was like, oh, okay, I kind of remember how this cast and crew interacted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you want me to say what I remember? Or should we wait until you guys
Let's
see?
wait, since we don't really know.
Yeah.
What I do know is that this show went for 8 seasons or 172 episodes, whichever, quantitative reasoning you want to go with. And it was from April 1990 to May 1997.
Mm-hmm.
So
like in the middle of Cheers, and Frasier hadn't started yet?
I don't know when each one of those started. I can look it up.
Let's Google.
I feel like they were mid-90s or something.
Okay, but one of the things that I was reading about was that one of the main actors, when he was on the show, he was always kind of frustrated with it because it lacked a lot of critical acclaim and it lacked a lot of like popular acclaim. It was like had its audience, but what he said was we weren't a Seinfeld and we weren't a Friends.
Yeah.
But then now he's like, after years have gone past, he's realized that it's really held up as a show and has a lot of fans. And he didn't even give himself credit. And he's like, we did a fucking good show.
Is that like a Wings renaissance?
So it's
maybe.
Like Frasier renaissance?
It's like Arrested Development. No one watched it when it was on TV, but everybody loves it now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if we love Wings? Maybe it's our new show.
Hey, I hope so. I'm looking for one.
Oh, because you're done with Malcolm?
I've been done with Malcolm for a while.
I mean, that was like episode whatever of season 2.
Not too far into it. And I'm watching Jersey Shore, but that's not because I turn it on. It's because the other person in my home turns it on.
Pete the cat turns it on.
The cat. Yeah, Joe. Cheers went to 93, and then Frasier started in 93 and went to 2004.
Okay.
So
it spanned over both.
It literally, was 3 years in Cheers, and then 4 years into Frasier.
Okay, but does season 1 need to have a character from one of those shows?
It probably has a cameo, but I wouldn't think it has it in episode 1.
Yeah,
I think it's probably standalone in episode 1, unless it's like a Frasier on the radio. But if they're on the East Coast,
he doesn't have a radio show yet. if it's 3 years before Frasier starts.
Oh yeah, I mean he's still in. Well, if that's the case, then he's still in
Boston.
In Boston. So, where is Wings taking place? Do we know?
No.
I know.
Besides
I know it's like
a wing shop at an airport.
I feel like it's gonna be a place with bad weather, and I think it's on the East Coast.
I mean, I'm going New England.
Yeah, that sounds probably about right. Because it's really near Boston.
Yeah,
Great choice.
probably right.
What's like a city near there that has weather?
Foxborough.
Oh,
That
I
has
like.
weather. West Newbury, Massachusetts.
It is really weird that it's hard to find weather on the East Coast.
Okay, I can't even talk. But like, okay, what's like a place like people go to? I don't know, like a beach. No, an island. Is there an island?
The Jersey Shore.
Is there like an island in the?
There's like a bay.
What's that island that the presidents go like hang out on? You know what I'm talking about? I'm not talking
Martha's Vineyard.
I'm not talking about Mar-a-Lago or whatever.
Mar-a-Lago.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, maybe it's Martha's Vineyard or something like that.
Okay.
But
I don't know if that's like an island, but like
That's
I'm
an
guessing
island.
it is.
Yeah, I've been there once.
Whoa.
It's, I
You
mean,
and the presidents.
yeah. Well, like there's like parts of it that are fancy, but there's also just like an island where like people live and work.
All right.
it's an every man's island.
Then that's a perfect place to have a place with planes.
All right, so this place takes place in Martha's Vineyard,
I like it.
a small airport on Martha's Vineyard
With bad weather.
with bad weather.
Because they have to not have the planes take off in order to have the characters interact.
Because otherwise they're just in and out.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
what's
just
up?
like a pilot character is just like, hey guys, see ya. Gotta get to
Well,
work.
that's why they
He's
have
in-
to have bad weather.
He's in all 172 episodes, but only 30 seconds of each episode.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? Bye.
He sets up the plot before he leaves. He's like, good luck with the pretzel festival. See ya.
I hope there's a pretzel festival.
Joe, one thing I think I'm going to be looking at when we watch this episode is I'm going to try to figure out if this episode or this TV show involving pilots would be a good universe to include Pie World in.
So
Would
we just
there-
connect it
you
to
think-
the
you think-
Frasierverse?
You think a pie shop would work well in or
think-
around this airport?
Could be.
We'll find out.
I think it's going to be great.
Wings?
I didn't turn my phone all the way off.
That was a weird noise you made. Pete the cat. No, just kidding. Bling. You know what's funny is sometimes like you make noises like when you're recording and then you think it's the loudest thing in the world. Then you go back and you can't even hear it. Very. And then you talk about it like I am right now.
Weird.
Like what kind of sounds like chewing gum or
or like a phone going
Like
off.
a phone going
just
off.
like edit
or-
in the sound later so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I know about this show is it probably has something to do with an airport, and I think on the cover it's like two dudes and a girl.
Okay.
So I bet one of those dudes is a pilot. That girl is a steward, and the other guy works in the coffee shop in the airport.
Okay.
You're like close from what I remember. You're like making things connect,
And
but
then,
not quite.
And I think that the girl is the new character in the first episode.
Okay. Does she get between the dudes, you think?
I mean, probably eventually. I just assume that she's like new, like kind of ready to go. You know, like I'm a new stewardess. Not was that? What is it? What are you doing, Claire?
I thought
face over there.
I thought your like computer shut down, and then all this recording was for naught.
Ah, no, we're good.
You got to get a new computer, Josh.
yeah.
It's rough times.
Yeah. For all the listeners out there, my laptop that we've recorded 52 episodes on is crapping the bed right now.
Yep.
It
So-
doesn't want to do season 3.
It doesn't. Sad.
So hit up our GoFundMe. What's the one where like you like subscribe to like a person?
Oh, Patreon.
Patreon.
You guys love the
Hit
Patreon.
our Patreon to get us a pod computer.
No.
Podputer.
Or else it's cassette tape from now on, listeners.
We need all of your physical addresses to mail you a cassette tape every week.
Dude, if anyone, well, that would be
That'd be
kind of
pretty
weird.
fun.
But I would do it.
it's like a weird loot crate you get every month, but you're just
It's just 4 cassette tapes with
4
a podcast.
yeah,
on
every
each.
month you get 4 cassette tapes.
I
I'd
like
sign
it.
up for that if I liked the podcast. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm into it.
It's
that'd
a
be-
lot of stuff though.
It's a lot of work. I mean,
No, but it's a
For
lot
us.
of just like it's a lot of just tapes that you'd have to deal with.
I mean, people got DVDs and books, and
Donate it.
Frasier has that whole chest of drawers that contains all of his his shows.
Oh, I have a great. Well, but then when they get donated to like the Goodwill, then someone's gonna be like, first and last. I guess I'll take a listen. We could open.
First and last, the complete series.
We could be like, we could really become a bigger hit if we use this as a marketing technique.
We have a second life in thrift stores.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I
we
think we
wouldn't
should-
get paid. We wouldn't get paid for that at all.
I mean, it's like finding something on Netflix and then actually watching it on TV. Like maybe they would actually start listening after finding the tapes.
Oh, like you see the first seasons, and then it's still you find out it's still running.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, this episode's about wings, not about how we're gonna make money via thrift stores. We got any other thoughts about the first episode, Joe, Claire?
I bet there's a homophobic joke
Ooh.
that doesn't age well.
See, I wasn't thinking homophobic. I was thinking like awkward kiss. Like someone's gonna try to force a kiss on someone, but maybe it's a homophobic kiss. I don't know.
There you go.
Maybe we could combo it. I also think that there's gonna be like some curmudgeonly old person.
Okay.
They're gonna be mad and grumpy. How many brown people?
1.
He's probably gonna be like the baggage guy, though,
1990.
or the security guard.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
I'm hoping for a brown lady.
Okay.
Don't get too wild, Claire.
Hey, just trying to be hopeful.
Just trying to be helpful. Well, hey, should we? Joe, how long are our wings gonna take? To get here?
Maybe in the middle of this episode,
Cool.
if we're lucky.
Well, listeners, we're gonna eat wings while watching wings, so we suggest you go do that too, and we'll meet back here in about 10 seconds and talk about the first episode.
Eat up.
Eat up. And we're back from Wings episode 1 and from Spicy Wings episode 1 for me and Joe.
I really wish you guys had been here to watch them sweat and like have difficulties.
I'm a new man.
We ordered barbecue and hot buffalo, and I don't know if anyone else gets this, but normally when places say it's hot, things aren't hot.
Yeah, especially on like a buffalo.
You ever had the
right?
flamethrower burger at Dairy Queen? That's not hot. And it's called the flamethrower burger.
I thought it was a flamethrower because it was like cooked on a flame.
No, it was no.
Okay, I don't know.
It-
The advertising hasn't worked for me.
yeah, it didn't work. It was a special burger because it was supposed to be a hot burger. And I was like, cool. So I went to Dairy Queen one day and I had one. I was like, oh, this is just a burger.
Oh, that's disappointing.
But I mean, that's usually how things work. But these
Yeah.
hot buffalo wings, they surprised us.
I was sweating. I've never
No,
done
you
that
were
before.
like having an emotional experience.
Did you see Jesus's eyes?
I don't know what was
Having an emotional moment with it.
yeah, you were like in your feelings with these
I was
wings.
sniffling. I wasn't
Sniffling.
emotional. It was very physical.
Crying and
Joe, you're
contemplating that last
you're
bite.
really emotional, Joe.
It was just hot. I might have also said these wings understand me, but that's just because they were very, very hot.
Fair enough. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy's in India,
Where's
so we don't have a write up yet.
Yeah.
Jerk, Jimmy. I can figure this out. Do you?
It's Joe works at the airport.
I mean, we can. Yeah,
He
let's just go
he
through
runs
it.
the airline.
Yeah, this guy named Joe.
Runs the airline.
Runs an airline.
No, Brian.
No, Joe is the
Joe.
pilot.
No, I wrote Joe is the long lost bro.
No, Joe.
I'm
You
gonna
got it
Google
backwards.
it. I'm Googling.
Okay, Joe runs an airline. He works at this small airport in Nantucket. There's some other random characters, but the big deal is his brother Brian is coming back into town because their dad just died, and they were left a note, or
Dude.
there's a phone call.
There is no way possible that Joe is the guy. Wait, no, you're right.
So
I
they're
was so thinking I was right. Okay, you're right.
Joe the pilot and
You
Brian.
even asked us this while we were watching the TV show, and you didn't write it down correctly or believe us.
I don't know what's wrong with my brain today.
That's fine.
Sorry. Joe, continue about
Their
Joe.
dad dies and sends them on a scavenger hunt, which
And-
they think is leading to riches, but it ends up just bringing them closer together as brothers.
And they're apart from brothers. They're mad at each other because Brian stole Joe's lady and married her.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, Carol.
yeah,
Fucking
diabolical.
Carol.
But it also turns out that Brian is no longer with Carol. She left
left
him
him.
for another
Uh-huh.
guy. Which, when Joe finds that out, they kind of they kind of come back together. They bond from their sadness.
It was a very like bro bonding moment.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're like their relationship is like Joe is the straight man and Brian is wacky and kind of a screw up.
But
Josh,
he's
you know
like
what a,
also a
you know what a
genius.
straight man is now, right?
Yeah. No,
Oh.
no. Well, he said, what episode was that? That was season 1.
Yeah, I don't remember. Where
It
I
was-
had to
that's a
explain
good-
the concept of a straight man.
It was a good Joe gem.
It was a Joe. It was a Joe gem, and he had to explain to me what that meant because I was like, I mean, I know what a straight guy is, Joe. He was like, no, I don't think you do it. No, I'm talking about. And then
Nope.
there was the girl Helen. She
Mhm.
worked at the airport, and she has known Joe and Brian for seemingly a very, very long time
Uh-huh.
since they were kids, and she apparently used to be a big fatty. So we're calling her. She's the Monica of the show.
Mhm.
So because Monica from Friends used to be a big fatty. So I bet that's going to be like a reoccurring joke.
Sure.
See, I think it's something that's gonna go away. Like that was like episode 1, and then they're done.
I think they're going to make fun of her for being fat over and over. It's the 90s. It's like you do that. You make
Fat shaming is like totally appropriate.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, she's hot now, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And then
Hooters.
There was
Eh?
also I missed a
We
couple
should probably
guys.
explain that before we move on.
Yeah. Do you want to explain that?
Well, Joe, what was your prediction about that?
Oh no, it was a Claire prediction, right?
It was a Claire.
The sexually like.
Yeah, because Joe was going homophobic,
Yeah.
and I was saying
Oh, yeah.
like a sexist
And-
joke,
and
and
Br-
I was thinking forced kiss. So like it wasn't exactly a forced kiss.
Okay. Yeah. Some lady walked by Brian and he just yelled Hooters, and she.
It was like Captain Hooters. Or,
Well, no, that's how he tried to save it.
Oh.
He was like Hooters, and then she was like, "Excuse me," and he was like, "Oh yes, Captain John Hooters, flying high, just like your boys will be," or something like that. I don't know. It was like, I was like, "Oh man, we were gonna like him, and now he's a sexist."
Yeah, it was a little disappointing.
But he's a '90s sitcom character, so I wouldn't surprise anything else.
Yeah, they're just leaning into like this guy is irreverent and wacky and not someone you would like want to take somewhere and introduce to people.
But you guys are still not like noting that weird time where they brought up that he was somehow in NASA. Like
So he's like a weird, super smart person too.
Mm-hmm.
I would not get smart at all from this guy.
I mean, I've known some pretty dang smart people in my life that have like not done like things with their lives, kind of thing. They're like, they're so smart that they're pretty much just bored with everyday life, so they just do a bunch of weird shit.
Quit talking about me, man. Like you're not supposed to tell people about that.
You were in NASA? It's crazy.
Yeah, let's talk about that time Claire dropped out of NASA. But like, so super smart people are really weird like this. I don't think they're generally this over the top.
I think that super smart people don't have the greatest social skills some of the times.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Speaking of social skills, it looks like they're setting up this character Lowell.
It's his name is like Lowell, like Lowell. Lowell. So if
Lowell?
like, but they Lowell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assumed it was just LOL.
Well, anyway,
It's way ahead of their time.
Lowell. I can't even say it. That guy is like
Roger.
gonna be like they're setting him up to be like the antisocial guy that like is a mechanic, I guess.
Yeah, he's just gonna do like basically like really dry one-liners, like from within the episodes. So I think that whoever that actor is, that's like pretty much what I always think of him doing. He does that kind of stuff in other things he's been in.
Well, that part was written specifically for that actor.
You see, and there you go. I
Yep.
didn't know that. Called it out right there.
You did.
Fact.
Fun fact.
I'm having fun, and that was a fact. Fun fact.
Okay, I'm going to quit. You're not going to hear any more facts.
No, what was the other? You said you had the two other actors.
I do, but did we finish talking about the episode?
Pretty much, right?
I mean, yeah.
Well, we were wrong about the location.
I mean,
it's Nantucket.
where's Nantucket located? What state?
Massachusetts? Because I get those on bottles and
I
they're
don't know.
like they're
Well,
on the
Martha's
lot
Vineyard
lid.
was one of the destinations.
They flew to Martha's Vineyard, Hartford, and Boston.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
probably
So are we
probably
giving ourselves
Massachusetts.
like credit for totally naming the wrong place but being close?
We'll figure that out in 25 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh God, no one's gonna write this down. No one's.
I'm not
gonna
giving.
remember.
I said New England, so I'm not giving myself a point for anything.
I mean, none of us are giving ourselves points for this.
Yeah, good.
But
Done.
Cool.
No points.
But it's like Sandpiper Airlines, right?
Yeah. Well, that's
The
his. That's the name of his.
scariest-
That's the name of his plane, the Sandpiper.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the airport.
Nah, it's called. I really wrote it down. It's called the Tom Nevers Field.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah.
I would never go to a place that says never and I'm flying in a plane.
Did you hear me comment on this the second we saw this in the show? I was like, Nevers.
I was like too distracted apparently by the 0 brown people. In the
You were distracted
whole
by the 0 brown
episodes.
people?
No, but I was counting and I didn't want to lose count from 0.
Didn't you see the brown person in
Wait,
the back
you mean
corner?
0 or
or
null?
null.
You didn't see the brown person in the back corner wearing red and white stripes? It's a Waldo joke.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my nephew. Okay.
I don't. Who's your I don't know your nephew.
My nephew's named Waldo.
Are you
so-
serious?
No lie.
Oh, keep going about this. Do his parents like Where's Waldo? How old is this person? What's their last name? Social security number. Where they live?
Okay. All I know, I don't really know why they picked Waldo. But
It's
he's
short for Oswald.
no, it's yes, it is.
Did they not
It
name him?
is.
Did they not name him for a couple of years and they found out he's extraordinarily hard to find?
No,
when they
but
don't want?
they took a week to name my niece, and that was really hard because they also didn't say the gender, which was really a tough thing.
Is her name Walda?
No,
Okay.
It's Wenda, isn't it? Isn't that
Waldo's
Waldo's
lady
partner.
friend? Yeah.
What was the dog's name? Okay, anyway, but yeah,
I
that's
think it was Spot or something.
But some of the fun facts is okay. Helen.
Wasn't there like
Who-
a
Helen
Waluigi
was-
in like the Waldo universe too? He's like wearing black and yellow.
Oh yeah, was it Oswald?
Oh, that was Oddlaw.
Oddlaw.
Yeah, is Waldo backwards.
Yeah.
Wah.
Is there like a Waldo TV show?
I don't think so.
No.
Probably. Yeah, you're right.
If there is, we first and last in that shit.
Is the whole episode though like just screen like 5 minutes of like one picture and you have to like find Waldo?
I don't know. This sounds like the greatest thing in the world. I love Waldo books. I loved them growing up.
Do you have any here?
No.
Oh, disappointing.
I know. I'm an adult.
I know what I'm getting you for your
That'd
birthday.
be dope as hell. Don't get it for my birthday. Christmas is coming up. Or Thursday.
The next time I'm on the show. So Joe, you just gotta like call in sick and I'll bring a Waldo book.
You bring presents.
It's like you get called that day. You're like, shit, I gotta go to the store and find a Waldo book now.
Okay, but I do have some exciting
Okay,
fun
sorry.
facts.
We're not letting you
Okay.
get to it.
Helen, right? Our lovable, formerly overweight cafe worker
Yeah.
was written for an actress that you guys know and love.
Helen Hunt.
Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Oh my gosh, all of these are wrong, but
Obviously not Sarah
I don't
Michelle
think
Gellar.
you know her name. It's Perry Gilpin.
I was gonna say Roz.
It's
what do you mean I don't know her
Roz.
name? Come on.
I don't know if you know.
I know Perry Gilpin's
Your
name.
face is so excited. Yes,
I was about to guess Roz.
it was. It was originally written for her. Now, also, interesting fact, the character Roz, you know, the full
Well, this is
name.
not a fun fact.
It's a sad fact. Did you read this one?
Yeah.
Roz Doyle being named after the producer on The Wings that died from breast cancer.
Yeah,
But
that- why is that that's not fun at all?
No, but it's fun because it's the producer in that show, so it was like a pay it forward
Yeah.
name tribute.
Okay,
get it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Also, the only one of the people nominated for this show for an Emmy Kelsey Grammer.
Hell yeah.
Like,
What?
Kelsey Grammer, somebody's sister, and the makeup. Like, that's it.
Like he got nominated for like a guest spot or something?
Yeah,
Or, like...
for like coming in, which I think I want to see that.
I will
episode.
essentially tell you
hilarious.
right now.
He didn't win.
Right now, I want to watch this show until I see Frasier.
Yeah, I do want to watch.
And
the
then
Frasier
and then
episode.
I probably would stop watching the show already. Well, we'll see what the finale holds, you know? I have a
You have a fun fact?
I have a question for you, Claire, and it's serious.
I'm really ready.
Like our main character who's mad at his brother for stealing his significant other. What if your brother came in and swooped up some Joe and married Joe?
Oh my god, I would be so
How
mad.
would you reconcile that?
That'd be tough.
I'd be so mad. But I'm pretty sure my brothers are all in committed relationships right now, so I don't really think I have to worry about
Their
it.
wives have all died, and you don't.
Well, Beth and Emily and everyone who listens, I apologize for not wishing any ill or harm to you.
No, this is a hypothetical universe where one of the Zinda boys
He's just
coming-
single and comes in and
single,
swoops up Joe.
single and ready to swoop
I
up
like how
some
you're
Joe.
like, I like how you're like, they're gonna take Joe, but like you're not worried about like Joe's siblings swooping up me. Although that would be even.
I
weirder.
just like the idea of like your married like heterosexual brothers like not being in a relationship with their wives anymore and then coming and like swooping up your boyfriend, which is like pretty, you know.
I feel like there'd be a lot of
That's a
things to
fun
talk
mid-
about, because there's just a lot going on there. It's something I'll have to think about.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that. I'll get back to you.
I
Or-
mean,
or
they
not.
the guys in the show didn't talk for 6 years. It's got to be a pretty irreparable like hard thing to like get over. Especially if they married them. Like it'd be one thing.
Oh.
It'd be one thing if like you like he stole like somebody stole like somebody you were dating and then like they broke up after a while. Cuz then after a while they just be like everyone would move on kind of thing. But then if that person was just around all the time cuz they got married.
So now what I'm actually thinking about is what would it be like if one of my brothers stole one of my brother's wives? And like that's getting
Ooh.
real messed up in my head and I'm I'm having feelings.
There's definitely adult movies about that.
Ew.
Not your brothers specifically.
Oh, never. My eyes.
Stay away from Google, kids.
Oh.
It's dangerous. Oh, that was all I had for questions.
That was a lot.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Ooh. Joe, did you get jury duty?
No.
Okay.
Actually, like they called today and they're like, these groups are done. And they called my group number and I was like, what?
Never got called.
For friends of the show, Joe was on jury duty, but
Yep.
never had to
And
go.
I never went in.
I think he'd be a great juror.
Guilty, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
We have video evidence of someone else murdering them. It's a mask. She did it. Weird, Joe. Weird. Hung jury. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Cool.
With Judge Reinhold.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm kind of ready for predictions.
Yeah.
Should I go mine?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go mine. I think they discover their dad's fortune. In the
For a
end.
second there, I thought you were gonna say that they discovered their dad's still alive.
Yeah, episode 2, it's like that episode didn't even happen and like he's really alive the whole
So
time.
they discovered their dad's fortune. So
Yes.
there really was money.
So I think there really was money in the banana
Because,
stand.
you're rich was like the tagline
Yeah,
throughout.
yeah. So I think that's the bookend. They
Uh-huh.
actually discover the fortune. I think Helen and Brian get married. Claire doesn't like that one. Or I
don't-
stole it from her.
I don't think so.
I think there's a plane crash in this.
Oh.
In this.
Oh.
I don't necessarily think any of the main characters are in a plane crash. I
Okay.
just think there is a plane crash.
Okay.
And then I kind of to go on to that, I think they're like potentially like trapped or something because there is a hurricane. So I think there's a hurricane happening
Okay.
because they're
Because there's bad weather.
In the,
yeah, because they live where bad weather is, and we didn't see any bad
Are there
weather.
hurricanes in Nantucket?
Yeah, you
No,
guys,
they were talking about bad weather. They're like, you have to wait till your propellers are done spinning because of bad weather.
I'm pretty sure a hurricane could reach Nantucket.
Sure.
I guess. Sure.
A little north.
So yeah, so I think there's a hurricane.
Okay.
Or a typhoon. I don't know.
Here I am. I have that Brian runs the airport, which, he's got things figured out. Now he runs the airport.
Okay. Softball. Keep going.
Yeah. I have that Joe no longer works at the airport. He now runs a software company.
Interesting. Interesting.
Wow.
Is he building? They're building drone planes. He's like the Elon Musk of airplanes.
No, it's like nothing to do with.
Oh, okay.
He runs like a dating app or something. I don't know.
In 1997.
Yeah, I guess they don't really have apps back then.
he's the Tinder of airplanes.
Yeah, he has like a Tinder that just runs off like a CD-ROM.
Hot. Not hot.
Load disc number 2.
Buffering women.
Number 3, similar to your crash, I have that there's an emergency plane landing. Like either Joe or Brian has to like land a plane that they're on in an emergency.
To clarify, if there's an emergency plane landing, but it doesn't land on its wheels, that is still a crash.
I don't think so. I think that's a landing. I think you can either land or you crash.
They would say the difference. If it's an emergency landing and an emergency crash, they're two different things.
I feel like if a plane lands on its belly, it crashed.
That's
even if it lands, it's still crashing.
If
No,
the
I feel
show
like if
says
it's on its
crash, you win. If it says land, you win.
So if someone gets sucked into the turbine of an engine and the engine explodes, does that person explode or get ripped to shreds?
Is the plane on its belly or what?
Pretend it's a lying
belly
on a
is a
beach.
real plane term, right?
Yeah, it's the underside of a plane.
They got bellies.
The belly of the
Little
plane.
Bellies. They like being scratched. Number 4 is that there's a Cheers character cameo here in the last 2.
I was thinking
watching
about that.
2, right?
Yeah, there's 2. I was thinking about that, but I was like, I think they're gonna end on their own. But
Nah, they're gonna lean on Cheers.
Just Cheers, not like what if Lilith is in it?
Nah.
So just Cheers.
Lilith?
Well,
That's
Lilith was in Cheers, right?
Because Lilith, she was in Cheers.
I thought so.
Yeah, Lilith is in Cheers.
So that counts.
I hope Roz is there. And then you're totally wrong.
Oh my gosh. Perry Gilpin.
Okay, so I have Helen is
Who?
married to Brian crossed out, Joe crossed out, and then I wrote Brian again because I decided on Brian.
You don't want
So
to go
Helen
for
and
Roy?
Brian are married?
So I wrote Helen and Brian are married.
Nice. I hope we both get a point.
All the points.
I hope
Okay.
both me and you get a point and Joe gets 0.
This one I'm going to get a point for, I'm pretty sure. Because I think that there's going to be a shitty sexist joke. Like, it's going to be, like, cap it.
Knockers.
And end cap. There's going to be something ridiculous.
Probably. Still only 1997.
I know that's a pretty lame prediction, but I'm kind of hoping I'm wrong.
Pretty lame.
Okay. I think that the airline is bought out by another airline, and then they become rich. So that's my third prediction. But then my fourth prediction is they mention the "you're rich" quote unquote dad legacy. Like, so they'll be like, "We're rich, you're rich, we are rich," in the end of this episode.
Okay.
They're gonna be rich because an airline is gonna buy them out.
Cool.
It's gonna be really good.
Sponsored by Delta Airlines.
You think it's gonna be Delta?
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay.
The definition of a plane crash is an accident in which an aircraft hits land or water and is damaged or destroyed. Her mother, her mother was killed in a plane crash. That's like what?
That's the example.
That's the example. So that didn't help. I was trying to. In which an aircraft hits land or water and is damaged or destroyed. I mean, if a plane lands on its belly, it's definitely damaged.
Yeah, I guess if it lands on its belly and then crashes into a wall, that's still a crash.
It
That's a
doesn't
crash and a landing, right?
It's called a crash landing.
Yeah.
So it's a crash. You'd get a point for that, and I'd get a point for that.
Okay.
But
sure.
if it just careens to the ground and explodes, that's just a crash.
That's not a
Okay,
landing.
well,
yeah.
the fact that there's not going to be a crash, like,
I
I,
mean,
feel like
yeah.
I should just get a point when there isn't a crash or a landing.
Are
there
you-
will be no landings.
Are you
going to
make an extra prediction saying there's going to be no crashes or landings?
Are we allowed to do that?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
we will see no planes crash or land in this episode.
I mean, I'm okay with you making that
Right.
prediction.
I'm adding a fifth
because
point
I feel like we're
possibility.
gonna see a plane crash
That's
or land.
fine, but it is weak.
If they're in an airplane, I'm telling you right now, if they're in an airplane and then they're off the airplane in the next scene, just because we didn't see it land doesn't mean it didn't land.
I said we will not see any landings or crashes.
Fine, we won't see any dinosaurs.
I hope we do.
The dinosaur lands the plane. We both lose.
Like the little short arms.
Oh, little T-Rex landing a plane. It's the cutest landing ever. Roar. All right, guys. We're going to go to the finale. It is a two-parter that happened on the same day. So we're going to watch them both
Yeah.
as we
Just
do.
to reiterate, we only watched the first and last of a TV show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Season 1. We forgot. It's episode 53. We stopped explaining what this does. Yeah, we didn't do that. Joe,
Yep.
how's this podcast work?
That's what we're doing for season 3. We're just gonna sneak it in at some part of the episode.
Joe's just gonna cut me off and go, and this podcast, and this is how this works. But so all right, cool. We will see you after the finale of Wings. Hello, first and last passengers. Your flight from the final episode of Wings has now arrived. We're back.
I'm really glad I didn't say landed or crash landed.
Has landed.
Oh,
So we watched Final Approach, Part 1 and Part 2. I really don't think there's anything... Part 1 had a nice big write-up, but I mean, in general, the plot summary for Part 1 was they rediscovered that their dad had more scavenger hunt stuff to do. And they flew around a bunch, and they actually discovered their father's fortune.
you forgot another thing.
Of $250,000. And Helen started playing the cello again because Joe made her a music room, and this all happened in a day.
Yeah, it was all one day.
And she got a cello, practiced it for a hot minute, and applied and she tried out for the orchestra, the Nantucket Orchestra, didn't get in, but then to be continued.
You could say she rediscovered a treasure of her own.
Ooh, well, this time, and then the plot of this is then this time the suitcase actually contains money, a lot of money. Brian and Joe fight over what to do with the money. Joe always practical, Brian always impulsive, and they go their separate ways. This leaves Faye wondering if she will still have a job. Faye is the old lady.
Yeah.
But instead, Joe offers her 5% of the company for her loyalty. Helen hears back from the conductor in her interview and is invited to study with him in Vienna. But Joe doesn't want to leave Sandpiper. But when he learns of Helen's amazing opportunity, he makes the ultimate sacrifice and finally agrees to sell Sandpiper to Roy, the Dr. Robotnik-shaped fella that runs the other airport.
Aeromass.
Yeah, Aeromass. Roy he agrees to sell Sandpiper to Roy to go with her to Vienna. Brian readies for his departure to Bali with Casey clinging at his heels and readily signs for the sale. But after Joe signs, Brian comes back and rips up the contract. He tells Joe he'll run Sandpiper for the 1 year he's gone, and then Joe has to come back. This, of course, much to the dismay of Casey, who has told off everyone on the island and quit her job. And Joe and Helen leave, and Sandpiper goes on, but sadly, not Wings. That's
the end.
So that's the thing. So Casey is a new character.
Yeah, I feel like she might be one of my faves.
She's a fiery redhead.
Mm-hmm.
Funny. Her statement of how she was going around telling off everyone on the island, where she goes, I told everybody off, and then I just went into the park and just flicked off strangers as they walked by. I thought it was pretty funny. Just imagining her doing it, could you imagine you walk through a park and just this fiery little redhead lady was and flicking you off? What's going on? What?
I think I'd probably get upset. What did I do?
Half the island just hates her.
Yeah. So that was pretty funny. So yeah, I mean,
and also Tony Shalhoub, the cab driver, Antonio.
Oh yeah, I was really confused by his character. What did you guys notice.
What were you confused? Well, what were you confused by?
I was confused by, was he like only in this episode? Because it was like people didn't really know him.
No, he was like a regular character.
No,
I feel like I remember him.
Yeah, I didn't get the feeling at all that he was
Like
in
when
this
they got
episode.
in his cab, they were like, "Why are you all in here?" And it like because they were getting in the cab to go find treasure. One of the
He was wondering why they were all in there because like they all work at the airport and they're all leaving at the same time.
But even
and
the
being
way they
weird.
spoke to him, it was like they didn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I think he's just a weird cab driver character that people don't like respect, but he's just around all the time.
Like we don't like foreigners, so we don't respect
like
him.
later in the episode, he clearly knew everybody's name and he was talking to different people. Remember, because he was upset that they were all happy. Yeah, so he knew them.
Yeah.
It was just a weird thing that they're all getting in his cab and like
They're
asking
having
him to drive somewhere.
they have a shuffle, like they're doing weird stuff.
Yeah,
It's true.
So I think you missed the.
I don't know. He wasn't as funny as I wanted him to be. It just felt like a.
I mean, if he's obviously a minor character out of everybody, so he didn't really need any like, they just gave him like a weird, dumb little subplot.
Wait,
yeah,
was
he kind of replaced Lowell, right?
Yeah. That's what I was just making the connection to. He must have.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was no lull. Lol.
There's plenty of lulls for sure.
There was some lulls, but there was no lull. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, so they split. I assume they split the father's fortune halfway, $125,000 each.
Uh-huh.
Which, I mean, that's a lot of money, but it's not like quit your job 100% and like move to a island.
Right.
Like Brian
If
was
it's a
going to do.
really cheap island.
If you were gonna move to Bali, you could you could retire on that for sure.
Okay, yeah, maybe. He was going to Bali, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But he was just like, I mean, he immediately was like, well, I'm going to leave, never come back. I was like, oh, man, I'd probably wish I had some more money.
Eating fish heads.
I mean, he did have a really good point. Like, I mean, obviously that's a lot of money to just like kind of blow in a way, to like just like spend. But it was like a parting gift from somebody who was like, here's a lot of money that I want you to enjoy.
Uh-huh.
So what do you do if someone gives you like a huge amount of money like to enjoy?
I
Would you
pay off my student loans.
Yeah, I know.
I
right?
will enjoy doing that.
Probably a little from column A, a little from column B, right?
Yeah.
Joe would do that.
Like
logically like that.
Yeah. You gotta enjoy some of it.
Well, I mean, that was the whole point of it, I mean, I would assume if someone left you a huge inheritance and you used it to pay off your student loans and then you had like no debt.
That would be a dream.
I feel like they would probably be like, I did a great job. They'd be buried in that little
Get yourself
urn.
a snow cone too or something, an iPod.
Get myself an iPod Nano,
Maybe
and now I
like-
don't have student loans.
Maybe like instead of my student loan payment, I would like buy myself an iPod or whatever. But like the next month.
An iPad a month
Uh-huh.
for 10 years.
Just toss it out at the end of the month.
Could you imagine how annoying that would be? You had number one, who uses iPods still?
I did up until a couple of years ago.
I have had an iPod in my car's like center console, like an old one that like a 60 gig or something like that.
Yeah.
That was in there from when I very first got that car, and it died one day. And I've had this car for like 6 years, and I probably used that iPod in there for like the first year, and then it's just been sitting in there the whole time through Minnesota winters, Minnesota summers, hot and cold. There's like that iPod's. It's just a chunk of electronics just sitting in the car.
Hasn't been charged in years.
No, it hasn't been charged in over 5 years at least.
Huh.
What kind of tunes are on that?
Oh, dude, 60 gigs of music, so everything. What do you want to listen to? I got it.
Well, we gotta charge it up first.
Start the first and last Spotify playlist.
Yeah, you gotta find that chord first, and then
Yeah, it's like one of those super
Oh,
old chords.
no. You're screwed.
You know those like old iPod docks, like an old iPod like AM FM radio like alarm clock.
Yeah.
I bet that's the kind of iPod that could like slide into one of those.
I have like my brother's old radio speakers that were like also an iPod dock.
Like a Bose speaker set.
My mom still has her Bose, and in fact, she sits there and has a really old iPod that sits on it. There's like one in her bath. It's like all of her old iPods that she's like taken.
Well, that's when your mom got to a point where she stopped learning technology, and that's where it ended. It was in that iPod.
Well, I think that she just was like, well, I already put all the music on it. Why would I get something different? And it's like, okay.
And you're like, the music's in the cloud now, Mom. And then she goes, what's the cloud?
Which cloud? That cloud?
What cloud? We're not even outside.
What if it's sunny?
Oh, you guys are stressing me out. We don't need to talk about my mom right now.
Old people don't understand technology.
I don't think I do either, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's
True life.
So Brian has the idea to take this money and go live cheaply for the rest of his life and comfortably.
which is cool. Each to his own.
Joe had the idea to like invest in his business, which is also, a good idea.
Which is a good idea, but it also was like Brian made a good point of like Joe had like, I mean, he acts like he's never made like that he's never made like risks or taken risks in his life kind of thing. And he owns a airplane and like a small airplane business.
Yeah, and we
where he flies
him
people around,
run around and like dig up treasure and like into.
I mean, that's not a risk. That's just like a fun little day. They did it for one day. That's not a risk. But he acted like he's never taken risks, and I'm like, this guy has hundreds of thousands of dollars all into his business that he had to build from like the ground up. Like that's a huge risk. But after that, I mean, he just doesn't risk things with fun, I guess.
I'm wondering why they added the like cello plot line in. Like obviously it makes like a cute little package because like Joe is leaving and then Brian has to come in and save the day and like keep Sandpiper alive.
Sandpaper.
But there's no way you can like not practice your cello for that long and then go to rehearsal in the same. It was just like, what?
Obviously it was movie magic where she got her cello, practiced it for the morning, and then went to an orchestra thing at night.
While that was happening, I was like, oh, so this is supposed to be like over the course of a few weeks, and then afterwards it was clear that it was all that same day.
Yeah, because he was, unless it was the whole time, because he was wearing that dumb like white shirt and that black vest.
Yeah.
So unless it was such a long time that he like did laundry and he was wearing the same outfit again.
He's like, this is my treasure hunting outfit.
Yeah. He's like, well, we're going to open the treasure chest. I better put on my treasure vest.
I want to get a treasure vest.
Yeah. So but I mean, I bet the cello was probably like a subplot for her at some point. I mean, we're in season 8, so.
Or maybe she just is really good at cello and just, she could just pick it back up.
And it is, I mean, depending on how long it's been for her to play, it's not surprising to me that someone was really, really good at it and could just pick it back up.
What's an instrument you used to be really good at?
Saxophone.
Okay, can you pick it up and play it right now and be really good and go play for, like, I don't know, a jazz band or something?
I wasn't that good at it to begin with.
Oh.
I bet I could be...
In your prime.
I bet I could be 60% as good as I was if I picked up a saxophone right now.
Hmm.
Okay, you got a sax?
Not here.
Go get it. Let's say these sax skills.
I just start playing like a Kenny.
A little careless whisper.
Yeah.
Have you ever played saxophone, Joe?
No.
I was kind of hoping there'd be like a sax off for a second there, but
no,
not really. You don't even have one.
Yeah, there's not even one here.
I'm about to go find one at a pawn shop.
I do know where it is.
Oh,
I'm not saying we're gonna I'm playing saxophone for anybody listening. This is happening at all. This is not.
Tweet at Josh if you want to have him play saxophone for you.
This is 100% never happening.
You're gonna draw us a map to figure out where it is and find
it. Yeah. When at the $3,000 Patreon per month back, I will send a video of me playing one saxophone song to that patron.
Oh man.
That's a really high amount for a terrible saxophone song.
I'll practice for them. I'd practice
any song they want.
Any song they want. I need once it's submitted, I need 2 weeks, and then I'll deliver.
See, I think if I was gonna be that person Patreoning you, I would want a video of you at the beginning when you first pick it up and you try to play it.
I could make a documentary. I'd make a documentary for them.
90-minute documentary about you trying to pick up sax.
I'm trying to relearn how to play my saxophone again. Yeah. I'd probably have to use some of the $3,000 to buy a new saxophone. But, whatever. After I got the saxophone the first time, then the next Patreon backer for $3,000. We're good. Because I'm assuming there's going to be at least one person each month giving me $3,000 to play saxophone.
Yeah, it's a subscription service. You can't just do it once. You're on the hook for $3,000 every month.
Can some of that money go to my student loan debt?
Nope.
No.
It would just be like
Are you
the
playing?
treasure.
Are you going to be playing any of the saxophone?
I would. I would go learn how to play saxophone to get paid $3,000 subscription on a month. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I would do it.
But we're talking about Wings, not the Josh and Claire learn saxophone documentary that we're gonna do.
Okay, but here's my question: if you were a fan of the show, how would you feel about that finale?
I mean, it wrapped up. It finished. I felt like it was done, at least,
Yeah.
So I'm happy with it being an ending instead of being open ended. So I think it ended good.
All the characters get a little something.
They did that 2-episode kind of arc where the first episode was just kind of nothing really a big deal, but the whole episode was just them running around and being silly. And then the part,
it was by far a better episode.
and then the part 2 was wrapping up the are kind of sending the characters on their way. So yeah, I don't know. It was fine.
It was a very fine.
Yeah, I would say I would.
Finale.
Out of 10, with good, not great.
Yeah.
What is that? A 7.5? Good, not.
Out of 5 stars, I give it a B-.
If I had to rate it thumbs up, I'd rate it two smiles.
Smile, stop, smile.
If people are still listening right now, thank you, because we're just getting on tangents.
You told me to rate the show. I was rating the show.
The Wings fans out there are just why aren't they talking about Roy?
I swear I don't know why in this episode I was he's being kind of evil. He's I want to buy Sandpiper, and I was you're just a round egg boy. You're Dr. Robotnik. That's a Sonic
I
reference.
like this.
Claire.
Did anyone else like his ties? I liked his ties.
I didn't even see his ties.
I didn't have glasses
They
on.
look kind of old and vintage, but they're all patterned. I liked it.
Were they the textured ties?
No, not quite. But they were patterned they might have been from the 70s.
Are you gonna go get a couple?
Yep.
Cool.
Putting this show in the Cheers and Frasier universe
Yeah.
is fine, whatever. But there's a weight to those shows.
Yeah.
That I feel those shows go from really funny to serious, and they kind of have a really good flow between those things. Where I didn't feel that in any part of any of these 3 episodes that we watched. For sure. Mm-hmm. There was no point that I didn't think that Brian wasn't obviously going to Vienna. With them,
Joe,
Joe. Got that Claire disease where I don't know Brian and Joe apart.
Hey, I took notes. Now I do.
Where I didn't think Joe wasn't going. Where I really thought there was any form of conflict anywhere.
Yeah.
So, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
But yeah,
but just
interesting.
but it's just knowing that they kind of did that intentionally, being in part of the universe, even though I didn't really expect to see any of those characters, which we didn't in these episodes. But just knowing how those shows were, I just kind of thought this might have had a better balance of being serious and funny.
Yeah, it was interesting. Maybe after Cheers was rolling and then they started Wings, maybe they're hey, maybe let's try a lighter show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this definitely just felt like a sitcom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
especially now, especially with the Shaloub. Because and Lowell.
Wow.
But those are just funny characters.
Yeah,
that we're all trying to be. So definitely just we are interacting. We're gonna interact with these characters to be funny, and then we're going to ignore them kind of thing. So I don't know. That was the one part about the show that I was like, interesting.
I feel like there's something about like Frasier and Cheers that make it seem like more like relatable or real life. And this to me is like, this is not real life. Like there's no airport that looks like this. Like they're not all like just talking openly in front of people like this.
Well,
but it was fun.
I mean, I haven't either. So I'm going to ask you a question I don't have an answer for. But have you ever been to like a single plane airport where it's just all, small planes and not...
I got stuck.
Boeings and stuff like not giant. This isn't a giant commercial airport.
We got stuck once in Wisconsin in a really small airport, and I just remember like they gave us vouchers for food because we got stuck there because of a snowstorm, and it was like the commuter flight because my cousins got married in like Stevens Point, and it was like a commuter flight from there to Milwaukee, and we got stuck there, so it was like smaller planes, and so maybe that's what I'm like picturing in my head. Like, and then also I've been into like really small airports in like Southern Illinois, but I think they still had bigger planes than this. Like not like the little like.
I mean, these were like 10-person planes.
Like I've been on one of those planes only once, and I was like when I was in Hawaii and we were going between the islands.
Right. Yeah.
But like I was 10 and I don't really remember it.
So I mean, yeah, I don't know how those airports are supposed to work or how they do because they seem pretty just like it's privately owned essentially.
It kind of was like a bus stop.
I mean,
because it was like come on in and get this flight.
Oh, I mean the building that the two airports were in with the cafe and the like rental car area, like those 4 things were in it. It seemed like the building itself was as big as like a high school gymnasium.
Yeah,
like it was a very small building. It showed the outside of it every once in a while, and it was very small. It had a tower. That was about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they had a full kitchen for an airport that small. There's not that many people, like, needing to get a meal before they get on their plane.
Yeah, it's not that hard to make, like, hot dogs and hamburgers and coffee, though, right?
Yeah, but she's, like, peeling potatoes.
Oh, yeah. These damn potatoes.
So emotional.
That was pretty funny. It was funny. There was some... I think I lulled more in the last episode than the other ones.
Yeah.
There was just some funny banter every once in a while. That was pretty good, but it was a slow start, I would say. And then it got funny, and then it kind of died off. You didn't think that last episode was as good? I feel like you didn't like it very much, Claire.
I did not like it. I just felt like once they found the money, I knew it was going to, like, I knew what they were going to do. Like, it was like, oh, okay, so, like, they need to find a way to close down this airport. And they're going to, like, have some drama over who gets what. And I just kind of didn't want to see the characters go through that stress. I kind of wanted them to be, like, done.
I just wanted everything to be happy.
Maybe.
And I wanted rainbows and gummy bears.
And I think that's why I liked the episode before that, because it was the
silly episode.
The silly episode to find the treasure. And it went so well with the first episode.
Yeah, it was a good bookend. Okay. Should we... You got a Joe show?
No, I mean, I just think it was just fine. Like the show on its own is, it was entertaining. I think what's hard is that it's like we see it in the context of Cheers and Frasier because those are its siblings, and like those are such good, like weighty but also funny shows that it's you look at Wings and you're just like Wings is whatever, like.
And maybe I can't get it out of my head that they are in that thing, but part of me thinks the only reason I want to watch the show is because it's supposed to be in this universe.
Yeah,
But because then if I think, oh, if it isn't, which I still doesn't really care, but it makes me care a little bit more about it just because I liked those other 2 shows so much. But then if it wasn't and I just turned this show on, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
It'd be a show that if I was eating dinner with my family, we wouldn't turn it off, but I don't think I'd like be like, oh, we got to watch this,
Yeah, it's, it's fine. It's just tough in context of what we've already seen. It's the Green Album of David Angel's shows. I think that's the producer's name.
Weezer reference, Boys and Girls.
If you don't understand that, it's like the...
What's the maladroit of?
That's like Will and Grace or something. I don't know.
Just not even related. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Should we predict?
Yeah.
Dive into those
yeah.
those donctions?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna write my points down.
Cool. Well, how about you? Were you gonna go, Joe?
Yeah, I don't have my sheet, but
Of course you don't.
I had one for each of the characters though. So I said that Brian runs the airport. I mean, he's running the airline. Is that worth something?
I mean, at the end of the thing, he's fully in charge for a year.
You get a point.
Okay,
So
point.
yeah, I mean, you didn't really say when.
Well, but the thing is, I said airport. I didn't say airline.
Well, it's there. He's not in charge of the. Yeah. Oh, did you think he was in charge of the whole airport, like that other guy's airline? And
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I guess from the first episode, I wasn't sure that it was separate airlines.
yeah, it's a little. I think we figured it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay, point.
Yes.
I said that Joe runs a software company. Not
No.
true.
No.
No. I said that there's an emergency landing. No.
No.
There was a lot of flying though, but they didn't have to make an emergency
No.
landing.
Nothing bad happened in the air or on the ground.
Mm-hmm. And then I said,
Well, I'm not gonna tell you. I have my sheet, Joe.
what was that last one? Emergency landing. Then
No dinosaurs.
there's no dinosaurs.
Well, if you can't remember, you don't get a point. Sorry.
I guess if I think of it, I'll let you know.
All right. Mine were they discovered their dad's fortune. They actually did
Yep.
that.
Yeah,
Point.
that happened.
I cannot believe that actually happened. I just thought, what would be the bookmark that makes me the happiest? And it actually happened. Helen and Brian get married.
Oof.
I don't know. I mean, Joe and Helen are together. Are they together or are they married? You know, are they...
There was a ring on Joe's finger at least that I
Okay,
saw.
so maybe they're married. But either way, I was wrong. I said there'd be a plane crash. There was no plane crash. And I said there'd be bad weather via a hurricane. And there was no bad weather at all, At all.
Nope.
I don't even think there were strong winds. So, 1 point.
Very clear.
Point for you.
Yay.
So you guys are tied for season.
Until I come
3.
up with my fourth prediction.
Oh, you forgot it. I wrote, or my predictions were that Helen is married to Brian. I should have gone with Joe when I was going back and forth. What was I thinking? I said that they were bought out by another airline and are rich. It almost happened.
You were close. Well, and the thing was, it seemed like he was giving him the airline, weirdly. Like, you know, he was like, you can have it. And he was like, you sell it to him. I mean, that's not the way things should ever work, but...
Do I get like a little bit of a point because I said they were rich?
Well, you said they were rich because they sold it.
Okay, you're right. A shitty sexist joke, there wasn't any that really stood out to me. So, I guess I'm happy that I don't get that. Joe really wants his other point. He's leaving you.
Joe's leaving the room right now.
And then I think that I get a point for this one, but I wanted to ask you guys. They mentioned the "Your Rich Dad" legacy, and they like go back because they became rich. I thought because of the airline being sold, but it was a separate prediction. I said that they mentioned the "Your Rich Dad" legacy, so like they brought that back up.
I mean, they obviously bring it back up because they went on the entire
So I get
scavenger
a
hunt
point.
again.
How many separate predicts do you have?
We just went over her 70,
4.
her 75th prediction. Did
No,
you?
I only got a point. We're all tied for season 3.
My last one was that there's a Cheers cameo.
Oh yeah, so
Oh,
that didn't
yeah.
happen. No, but we did look up where after we watched it, we then just looked for which episode had Frasier in it. Season 3, Planes, Trains, and Cranes, right?
Yep. Planes, trains, and visiting cranes.
So I would say in the all-important first and last, would you watch this show question? I will watch that episode.
Yeah, I'm pumped about the. I think I just want to see Frasier in other series. I think that's fun.
I want to see Frasier.
Do you want to watch this show too?
If
Or
the show like came on, I would totally watch it.
are you gonna turn it on Hulu when you get home?
No. But I do have another exciting first and last show that came on that I totally sat down and watched.
Keep going.
It was some Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. Ooh. It's on at 8 a.m. on one of the channels that we get.
Really?
Aren't you at work?
This was like, I don't know when this was.
Oh, okay.
But I got really excited, and I was still really annoyed by that one kid. He ruined the whole
That
thing.
kid
He
sucks.
brought a deer home.
That's pretty. That's kind of cool, actually.
Full on deer.
Nah, man, it wasn't good.
Fucking deers.
Wasn't a good time.
Well, yeah.
And Johnny Cash was in the episode as a sheriff. It was super weird.
Sheriff Ring of Fire.
I really hope that that's what they called him. I don't know his name.
I mean, you watched the episode, not us.
I don't remember them calling him Sheriff Ring of Fire. Plus, that's kind of hard to say. But anyway.
Whatever. Sheriff Roth. Ring of Fire.
There you
Yeah. Right on. Cool. I mean, is that it? Are we done with season 3, episode 1?
And
done?
That's it.
All right. Well, hey guys. Thanks for listening. Next week, Jimmy might be back from Dubai. We don't know. Maybe he'll never come home. Maybe he'll find...
That's terrifying.
What? That he loves Dubai so much that he just stays there?
Oh, no, that's fine.
That's what do you think?
I thought you were going to, like, allude to that plane
No.
situation.
What are you doing?
That's
No.
how what's that? Not the purge. The sickness.
Con Air.
No. Episode 666 that we did last year. The strain. That's
I
how
was
the
going to say
strain
the
started.
surge. That's not a thing. Yeah, that's how the strain started.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Jimmy's plane from Dubai.
A bunch of people sick on a
A
plane.
bunch of people got sick. But no, next week we might have the OG crew kicking Claire off again. But hey, Claire, thanks for starting season 3 off with us. We
Hey.
appreciate it.
I'm so glad to be here.
No matter what, you can always say you've been beating Jimmy in season 3.
Oh, first time ever.
Yeah.
Taking the lead.
I have
Taking
more
the lead.
points than Jimmy.
Heck yeah.
Ooh, I should get a little crown.
Make yourself a crown.
I will.
Jimmy's predictions next week's are going to be like, the main character is still a character at the end. And, this episode is 48 minutes long, and
Oh.
there's jokes.
Just give him all the points. Why don't you guys just give him all the points? He wants the points.
Not happening. Jimmy, you gotta earn those. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We will see you again next week for another episode of First and Last. Goodbye.
Bye.
Say it, Joe.
He never does.
They know.